Hey there, we are here in the lab again today, and here we have a project, something I haven't done in a long time. So this is a fire hand, and big boy. So it's a Tuesday. I haven't had a 260 in here in a long time, so it's been a year probably. And I'm very glad I found one. And this one's got very nice sharp stamping and everything, and not a lot of rust either. This is going to clean up real nice, I think. Got a couple things to fix and all that, but other than that, she looks good. She looks good. I wish it had a fine hand globe. Wouldn't that be great? Yes. So here we are. We're gonna work on this baby, and there's no paint on this baby, so we're just gonna be doing some work here. Work. I'm gonna make this look real pretty, and yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited to see one of these things again, and now let it go. I'll let it go. I wish I still had it. I let it go a year ago. All right, folks. Let's check this thing out. Let's give it a look over too. Okay, so let's check this thing out. So if you hear some strange noises in the back, I have shortwave on, and there's there's thunderstorms around. And if thunderstorms, like I'm in the Northeast, I'm in upstate New York, Western New York, upstate New York, Finger Lakes, Central, whatever you want to call it. But that's where I'm at. But anywhere on the East Coast, if there's lightning on particular bands, I'll hear it all the way up here. So it crackles. It crackles. All right, let's get this D-light globe out of here. Lock knobs are very nicely lock knobbying there. Beautiful. As advertised. Unfortunately, I don't have an unmarked lock knob. I have some nice unmarked globes. What should I do? Maybe I will probably plop it unmarked in here. It would make more sense. This is nice early D-light globe too. We'll see. Let's see. I don't know what I want to do with this yet. Okay. Oh, good. There's some exposed tin there. Oh, cap comes right off. Very nice. That'll clean up. Made in Germany. So this is pre World War II. Nice. Look at that. Beautiful. We'll clean that baby up, put that baby right back in, just like that. Love the little fire hand on there. But anyway, so yeah, you see on these, by the way, Supervisor Baby is long lost great grandkid here of this 260. This is a 175. That's a 260. And what it says here, it says made in Germany. That pretty much is an indication of pre-World War II. This here says made in W. Germany, West Germany, which is after the war. So that's kind of cool. Okay, this baby's promising. Promising. Question is, do I want to take some things off here, or do I have to work around everything? Do I want to? Is that soldered in under there? Yeah, it is. Okay. Well, it'd be a pain in the butt to work around it, but I guess I will, because I really don't like I don't like taking the globe plates off because these never go back looking this nice. You know, they get tool marks in them and they're not completely flat. Why? Because I don't have a piece of assembly line equipment that is made to press those in and make them look nice and tight and all that. So, yeah, great. This is the great thing about the FeuerHand stuff is that the metal is nice and beautiful and dark when the patina, when you oil it up, nice and dark, nice dark steel. So, you know what I think we're going to do? We're just going to go right to the bench grinder on this. I'm going to try to bend this up a little bit so I don't have to take this off here. Okay, that's good enough. That's good. Good. Again with the tabs, I can pull this off, but the tabs won't go back looking that nice because they are nicely rounded around this little thingy here, so. But it's level. It's got a little dent. It's level. That's all right. That's a little patina here for it. A little aging, little battle scar. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go right over to the bench grinder, get the big chunks off. And then we'll come at it with a, probably my junk bit and nylon and then so on and so forth. So you guys know the drill, right? If you've been here before. Okay, so now I free up the bench grinder. All right, so let's do that. Okay, I'll be right back after a little bench grind in here. I have a feeling this is going to be a beauty. This is going to be very nice. All right, I'll be right back. Right, we are back from the bench grinder. And yeah, like I said, some great metal. Great German steel there. So I think we'll start with a junk bit. That came out very nice. We won't need to work on these until we get down to a wire wheel and we'll clean them up. Yeah, great. Okay, now, junk bit. Here's a nice fresh one. Haven't started a fresh one in a while. Let's do that. And this is a good fresh one. This isn't one of the cheapos. Like this right here. This one here, super cheap on Amazon. You get what you pay for. They're garbage. All these little hairs come flying out and they stick in your skin. See that right there? That's because I had a hunk of one of these stuck in there for weeks. Finally worked its way out, but not after a big old hunk of callus. That'll go away after a while, but gotta watch them cheap stuff. So we're gonna put this on here. We're gonna attack these heavy oxidized areas, and we'll work on that globe plate that I can't get to with the bench grinder. And I'll put my headlamp on here, and we'll just take a little look around here. All right. Okay, so let's start shining her up a little bit here with some steel woolliness. And then we can start treating it. And then we'll be done. Oh, you know what? Actually, let me get... There is nylon bit dust all over the place here. Very gritty. Very gritty. And I got the shortwave going here in the background. A couple of guys out of New York. A couple of New Yorkers talking about radios and such. Okay, let's do some steel wooling. Let's throw some linseed oil in there, and I keep thinking I gotta start a new one of these. You know what I'm gonna do after this lantern? I'm gonna throw this out and start a fresh linseed oil jar. Boiled linseed oil, 10% kerosene. All right, so I can't wait to see this German metal get all darkened up and beautiful. I am ready for it here. So, let's get her treated. All right, look at that. Look at that darken right up. Oh, yeah. Nice. Beautiful, beautiful dark steel, German steel. Okay, we are all oiled up. Now we can reassemble. By the way, I didn't comment on the inside of the fount, and it looks great. It looks great. Great. Did I say great? Yeah, it's great. Very nice. The wick that was in it, we'll keep that in there. Okay. Boom. Click. Awesome. All right. So I grabbed a globe and got a little bit of little standing rust on it here somewhere. Where did I see that? And I will. My hands are covered in oil, so that's why I am using precaution here. This looks like one of those fragmented globes, like you would find in a Paul's. I think I'm just going over and over and over my own fingerprints. Oh man. All right, hold on. Let me go clean this proper. And then we'll pop it in and we'll be done. All right. Okay. Steel wool dust. Yo. Okay. You can see the segmenting there. This could just be the way. I mean, I have like 4 of these. I'm curious. It's too bad it's not a lock knob, but yeah. All right, here we are. Come on now, get in there. There we go. Perfect. What a beauty. All right. We're done. Here we go, folks. Let's come on down and take a look here. There we go. FeuerHAND 260. A big beauty. Big lantern, big heavy lantern. And it's big and beautiful and clean and yeah, loving it. So here we are, folks. NIER, pre World War II, 260 with a giant filler cap. All right, folks, that's it. That's it for me. I'm gonna go make some dinner. I'm gonna go fire up the barbecue, and okay, folks, thank you so much for stopping by the lab for this. Oh, look at that segmented globe. It's pretty cool. Love that. All right, folks. Hey, as usual, don't you go changing.
We'll be back with the Magic Tunes for the Armada Room's 2-hour disco swing party after this short break. Till then, don't you go changing.
Sit, Ubu, sit. Good dog.